Yo, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, 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 lads. Welcome to another stream here in the Barca Bus channel. Unfortunately, man. Well, the first one in kind of a long time with. Let me just get the camera here. Start it up better, man. Here, the first one in kind of a long time with a loss, man. And if I gotta be quite honest with you guys, man, I was a bit pissed off, with some moments in the game, man. I mean, there were some things that I didn't like today, man. Even if there are uh, some points that maybe have conditioned the game, man. Especially the Lamine injury, man. But let's see. Let's calm down ourselves, breathe a little bit, man. No, no, no. Let's not get hit up and nothing like that because I don't think is needed. Matheus, welcome, man. Pedro Milão, welcome too, man. PGM, Matheus aí já fiéis na house, man. No angry, just disappointed. We can't blame the referee for allowing a perfectly good goal, but have to take the blame for not finding a goal. I agree, man. I wouldn't put the blame in the ref as well. Even if we can I don't know if there will be like a frozen image in the offside, man, to comment, man. Even if I personally, man, wasn't convinced that he was offside, man. With the images that were shown, personally, I don't know, man. I have my doubts, man, because at the end of the day, it was like the fingertip, man, of the boots of Leva, mano. Foi pô, a ponta da chuteira, mano. A ponta da chuteira do bicho que tava impedido, tá ligado? Mas assim, mano. At the end of the day, man, if the technology, sorry, has put it that way, it's because it was offside. No, in the same way, man, the Barca has been benefited, between brackets, no, by offsides today. We had come or have came in the wrong side of it, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I think it's what, yeah, terrible game today happens, man. Let's put it like a bad day in the office, man. A bad day in the office where everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and since basically the beginning of the match, man, before the match started, basically with the Lamine injury, that in my opinion, personally, it has quite conditioned the game. If I got honest, man, because we didn't found we didn't found like a way to supply his absence. We need another winger, man. I mean, I am starting to agree with you, Mateus. You have been saying that by quite a long time, and I mean, today we saw, man. Today we saw how not having Lamine in the team, man, it conditioned a lot, because at the end of the day, man, to not kind of lose a little bit of the shape of the team, man. With Rafinha on the left, man, we had to play Fermin on the right, man. I mean, the experiment didn't work, man. We gotta be honest, didn't work out. Even if I can see the reasoning behind, because at the end of the day, you wanna keep Rafinha where he was playing best, man. But I mean, Fermin, man, playing with in the right wing, man. I don't know if he has ever played, man. If you wanna do that, at least play. I don't know, man. Play what Gavi, man. Gavi or something like that. I don't know, man. Or even the thing is que é o que tu diz, mano. Que no fim das contas tampouco tem muita outra opção, é? Tampouco tem outra opção, mano. There isn't even that many other options in terms of pure right winger, man. That is the problem. But what I would have personally done, man, and is what happened in the second half, but the game was already chaotic, was to basically invert, man, with Firmino on the left and Rafinha on the right, man. I know you take out Rafinha off where he has been playing best, man, but at least you get a little. You put a natural right winger in the right wing, man, because at the end of the day, Rafinha's original position is the right wing, man. And Firmino, at least in the left, he can connect with Balde, can play in close to the midfield. You don't lose that much of the shape, you know. I mean, but with Firmino in the right, man, I don't know. He was in the right. Pedro was in the right. It was, I mean, it lacked a little bit of shape, you know. Two games in La Liga, without Lamine, two losses. Our best player by mine is crazy, man. It's crazy how influential the guy is on the team, man. É uma loucura, Matheus. O quão influente o Lamine é no time, mano. Não, é literalmente isso que tu disse, mano. Literally what you said, man. Without him in the team, I mean, basically wasn't the same team, man. I mean, it's like you took off like the heart of the team, you know? Took off the heart of the team and the team stopped to beat, you know? We're relying on Yamal too much, man. But in today's game, that was the case, man. I mean, we without him, basically, the team fell off, man. That is my main worry, you know? I don't really... Well, of course, I mind losing, and it has kind of pissed me off, especially because, for example, if I will look at everybody's comment, just to give a intro, man. The advantage that was 9 came to 6, and Madrid has a game less, man. And if they win these games less, the advantage that was 9 will go to 3, man, which kind of sucks, to be fair. But I don't really mind losing now, because at the end of the day, still at the start of the season, man. But the biggest point is that, man, you cannot, just because you don't have one player, you cannot dropping performance that much, man. Fermin can play on the right, love him, but somehow Bruno Fernandes left on the wing. Nah, didn't. I think he never played right there, man. Never played right there, and he doesn't have the profile, man. And not even connecting the midfield. I mean, was kind of chaotic, man. Let me see, man. Personally, I would have started Paul Victor on the wing over Fermin, but I mean, at least you would have had a proper winger on the wing, man. And even if Paul Victor isn't a right winger, he has played there in the preseason, for example, and has done decently, you know. Welcome, Emmanuel. Let me see. Our worst game of the season always comes against L'Oreal and wait. It's the curse, no. But there was quite a bit of time since we last lost in there. I checked. It was since 2018, if I'm not wrong, man. That we hadn't lost in there. But it's a stadium that costs us, man. A stadium that historically Barca struggles in there, man. I mean, they are a very good side, to be fair, man. But the thing is that they played well, but it's not like they were incredible, man. They did what they had to do. They explored our debilities in this game, and of course deservedly won, man. But the thing is, they lost against who was in the middle of the season, man. In the middle of the week, sorry, against Victoria Pilsen, man. Against Victoria Pilsen in the midweek, man. So, I mean, isn't the best Real Sociedad, but today we gotta be fair, man. We gotta be honest. Today they did very well, man. La Real presses very well. And that was one of the keys of the game, man. That was one of the keys of the game, man. In the whole 90 minutes, man. The whole 90 minutes they were putting off Barca so deep, man. And we weren't even managing to connect 1-2 passes, man. Which that personally was getting me a little ring, man. That's exactly why we need a player like Leao, Nico, literally zero wide threat. Without Lamine, there's no way we should depend on 17-year-old that much, man. I mean, it's difficult to argue with that, man. If I'm completely honest with you, man, you lost. You didn't have what probably is what your best player, but if you wanna compete, man, in the highest level, man, if you wanna be a team that can aspire to win everything, man, you cannot just simply lose a game and lose a player, and your level goes from here to here, you know. That is my biggest concern, man. So hopefully, man, or two options, and hopefully it's not that big of an injury, hopefully, and if not, hopefully we can find another solution, because if not, I mean, the players look like they ran out of gas, which is concerning. The pressing wasn't that good today as well, man. The press, no, it's what we've been saying, man. It was a game since it was a game that everything didn't work since before kickoff, during kickoff, and until the end, man. Because you didn't have your best player, and during the game, you didn't perform, man. Pressing wasn't good. Defensively, there were a lot of disconnections. To be fair, man, the high line wasn't as effective as it was being. I mean, in front of goal as well. So many bad decisions, man. But I don't want to be so negative because I don't really like it. But I mean, if the facts we have to put the facts, you know. It's over for De Jong at Barca. We need to get rid of him. I mean, I think that is a little bit overreacting, man. If I'm honest, with you, man, I can understand the disappointment. Well, with De Jong and with the team, but I don't think it was that, man. To be fair, I think in the first half, De Jong didn't play that badly, man. But I can understand your frustration, of course. We looked worse after De Jong came off. If I'm honest with you, man, I agree. I agree. In the first half, at least, man, I thought De Jong was probably one of the players that were performing the best. Well, not the best, but the less worst. Let's put it that way. Because today, which player performed at a decent level, man? I mean, Kubarsi probably though. Not even Inigo today, man. Not even Inigo today for me was in a good day. Very shaky, man. Kubarsi at least was putting out some balls and all that, cutting off. But yeah, man, I game to forget, man. I mean, bad day. Let's put it like a bad day bad day in the office. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and hopefully won't be more than that, man. Interested to see what Flick's gonna be saying, man. Interested to see his feelings with the match, man. What he thought went wrong, man, and I don't know, to see, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, but if I'm honest with you, lads, I personally prefer, man, to happen now than to happen, I don't know, man, in 2 months or when we are in the second half of the season, you know. I think it's better to happen now, It's definitely better if it happen. Of course, losing is always not good, but I think it's less worse for it to happen now than to happen in the most decisive part of the season, man. Zero shots on target is crazy. Yeah, I'm seeing, man. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me, man. If I'm completely honest with you, man. The way, but in front of goal, man. I mean, Pedri had at least twice two clear chances to shoot, man, and always look to the pass, man. Dani as well today. Not good, man. I mean, a lot of bad decisions as well in the final third, man. But it's what I'm saying, man. Don't want to be sound repetitive, man. But it is that, man. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, man. Don't think Level was offside, man. Let me see if I can find an image, man, like the frame, man, so that we could see, man. Of course, the video I cannot put, man. But if I have if there is on Twitter like the frozen image, you know, on the offside, we can give a look, man. Let me see if I can find it here, man. Definitely, we should find, man. Level looks on side. I mean, man, I wasn't convinced with the offside. Here, there is one here, man. I wasn't convinced that with the image that they shown, man. Here, look, man. No. Wait. That's just too much. Here, because if I press it here, we'll go to a link, man. I mean, man, look at his feet, man. The level shoes boot is the yellow green, no? It looks to me, man, that the one that is sorry that you guys don't see my face, man. The one that is ahead is the one from the Real Sociedad player, man. I don't know who is the 21, the number 21, man. But if you give, uh, there was this image, man. There was this image like from La Liga that it looked like like his finger, the finger from Leva was offside, man. But I mean, man, it, it's definitely not a convincing one, man. I would probably say like a 60-40, 65-35, man. That is not an offside, man. And we haven't said it. I don't think it's because of that Barca lost it. But of course, man, if you start, it's a completely different game, man. If you start off with a 1-0 and then with a 1-0 ahead and a 1-0 behind, man, and that image, it looks onside, man. It looks onside. Man, he was onside both times you have lost because of VAR. I wouldn't say exactly that, man, because I think that you probably agree with me, man, that the game overall wasn't good, man. But if we analyze, man, this exact play, that is exactly what we're doing here, I think Barca got the wrong side of it, man. Got the wrong side of it. Unfortunately, it's just surprising, man, that the referees goes against us, man. It doesn't, man. But I mean, man, look, his knee is behind, man. Is behind, man. His shoulder. Let me see if there is another image in here, man. That is a little bit more conclusive than this one, man. But it wasn't, but at least one now for sure. In that perspective, for sure, man. No, that definitely one point is definitely better than zero. But you get what I mean, in the sense that not put everything on the VAR, but I get, as I said, I get the frustration of all you guys, man. I am frustrated as well, because not only was a bad game overall in terms of performance, but there was this display that is just like the top of the cake. The cherry on top of the cake in a bad day of the office, no? O bico da chuteira não parece ter colocado no pé do cara. Aqui, mano, mira essa imagem aqui, mano. Porra, mano, mas isso aqui não é, que tá na frente não é o pé do cara da Real Sociedad, mano. Isn't that the feet of the Real Sociedad player, man? I mean, man, this image is even worse, man. Is even worse the other one, man. In the sense that this one, for me, it looks like even less offside, man. If I'm completely honest, man. Essa aqui parece ainda menos, mano. Ainda menos impedido parece isso aqui, mano. É uma loucura, é uma loucura, mano. Nah, it's to laugh to not to cry, man. I mean, that's why I wish, man. How I wish, man, on football it would exist press conferences with refs, man. Como eu gostaria de que tivesse, coletivas com os juízes, mano. Para que os juízes pudessem explicar, mano. So that the refs could explain, man. Could explain their decisions, man. Because players, coaches have to give their opinions and explain about the match. Why not refs as well, man? I mean, we can't even blame Gerard Martin today. I mean, man, when I saw him warming up, man, in the touchline, I was just thinking, man, here we go, man. Here we go. Gerard Martin to save the day, man. Gerard Martin to be the savior, man. To be the savior of the game, man. And why? Not even Ferran, man. Not even Ferran, because he wasn't even he wasn't even the bench as well. I mean, man, I don't really know what to say, man. To be fair, man, because it's just the cumulus, man. I mean, let me give a look here on Twitter, man. What did Pedro say here, man? Let's give a look on. Two big misses. Well, there was the header from Cubarsí, no? The header from Cubarsí on the second half. There was another one, no? Not really. I mean, there was one from Pedri, man, in the first half, man. That he was like in front of goal, man, in front of goal in the inside the area, man. That he had the clear shot, man. Exactly, man. Exactly. He had the clear shot, man, and I don't know what he did in there, man. What wanted to try to pass to Leva. I mean, but it's something that have been I have been saying from about Pedri quite some time. You guys that follow us here consistently, man. It's something that I always had the feeling with Pedri, man. That I mean, I don't know, man. In front of goal, man, he always tries the pass, man, and tries the difficult one, man. When, in my opinion, he has a good shot, man. It's not that he doesn't know how to shoot, man. Pedri had scored quite some goals before, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it's, lack of confidence in front of goal, man. What exactly is, man? But it's something that he definitely can improve. Pedri did bad choices, but the whole team, no, man. The whole team. Dani Olmo was missing passes that I never seen him missing, man. Leva with some controls that is just outrageous. I mean, the whole team, man. The whole team today. You know, like that. There is always that game, you know, man. That it looks like everything. Like Kunde, for example, man. Kunde was getting was losing the 1v1s, man, in the defense, man. Never happened the whole season, man. And today, basically every ball in behind, he was losing, you know. So that's why, man. That's why that I don't really know. Can really put the blame in exactly one thing, and wouldn't put the blame exactly on Flick, man. Because if I'm kind of honest, in terms of lineup, for example, don't really think he could have done much more. Even if me personally, I think should have been Fermin on the left, man, and Rafinha on the right. I mean, Lamine said no, Rafinha, no, Rafinha on the right. I mean, he put a Dani Olmo on the half time, rightly so, to try to change the game, and but other than that, I mean, it's bad day in the office, man. Bad day in the office. If there is a concept, man, of bad day of the don't even know how to put the words, man. If there is a concept, man, of bad day of the office, is today, man. We have to learn from mistakes. Time to keep going. Real Sociedad presses very well, and it was hard for us to start our plays. Yeah, to be fair, Real Sociedad had their game as well, man. Even if I don't really think it was like an outrageous game. But it was a game that they were in their like their match plan. No, their match play, their idea of a game. What they had in mind, it definitely worked, man. Warren Shah had a chance he couldn't miss. Look what we were saying, no? It's just one of those days, and I'm worried. I mean, I like that, man. I like the self-criticism, but also being positive as well, in the sense saying there's no worried, man. And but like having the head in the placement, I like that, man. To be fair, things that is the feeling that we should have, man. A good news thing after international break, Araujo will be available. Hopefully, man. Let's put man Lamine in here, man. But Araujo that should be coming back for sure. Well, for sure, no. But Araujo and Eric, I'm gonna be putting here, man. Just in case, I'm gonna be putting Lamine, but I'm gonna be putting with a thingy, man, with a question mark, because we don't really know, man, if is an injury way that you guys don't really see, man. If it is an injury, if it's I don't know, man, and how do you say it, like a knock or something like that, man. But the best thing is exactly what Mateo said, man. Because even if it's an injury from Lamin, man, or a small injury, at least he will have, man, he definitely won't go to the international break, which is great news. And then he can recover in the next 2 weeks, man. Acho que a melhor notícia pra mim é essa, mano. Que o bicho não precisa ir pra data FIFA, mano. E vai, nas próximas semanas aí, poder recuperar, tá ligado? Poder recuperar nessas 2 semanas. Então, se for só, mano, não sei, um desconforto ou algo assim, if it was only like a discomfort or something like that, you know, I think with 2 weeks you can get. But I mean, man, if we are kind of honest, and we give a look in here, let me put if we see, man, for example, man, after this game, look after the game against Osasuna, man, where we lost, man. We went on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven consecutive wins, man. To be fair, which is quite good, of course. So, I mean, I don't think if we think like with our heads in the place, no, it isn't to get at least for not yet to get worried or nothing like that, because when we we lost on the season, or we had bad results, for example, here the game against Monaco as well in the Champions, man. When we had bad games in the season, we came through it. You know, we gave up a positive answer afterwards, which makes me believe that on this game it should be the same for sure. You know. So that's why I don't think there's not really the reason to be worried, man. At least not now, no. Let me just give a look here on Twitter, man, to see what else we have, man. But then we can talk see something else, man. If you guys want, well, sorry. I think Flick has spoken, man. Let me give a look here on Twitter, man, so that we can see today. Especially, I would like to see, man. But man, what a nightmare with this camera, man. Always putting up on the wrong side, man. Wow, man. we are not having our day here to technically as well. I mean, when one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Here, man. So the pictures and the decision was wrong. It's valid goal is very clear. The goal had to be valid, but we have to accept it. We shouldn't blame the referee, because we are all human, make mistakes. Today was a big mistake. I mean, it's exactly that, man. Is what we've been saying, man. The goal definitely should have been valid. Looking now the images, man, with more calmness, man, with more coldness, no. But also it doesn't take out the fact that Barca personally wasn't that good, and also that at the end of the day the refs can make mistakes, but it's not the first time that they do it. No? Of course, I feel better with the defeat, but he more said that we don't have players who can change from the bench, man. Well, the thing is, man, for example, man, Dani Olmo, that I thought could have made an impact in the game today, didn't have his day, man. I mean, Ansu, I don't know what happens with Ansu, man. The poor guy that can even connect the poor guy cannot even connect a pass, man. I mean, when you are bad in confidence, man. Bad in confidence is it's just difficult, man. O foda é a gente fazendo um jogo ruim e ver que não dá pra sacar nenhum cara do banco pra mudar. Pois é, mano. A impotência, né, mano? A sensação hoje, mano, se eu te digo que minha assistindo o jogo era de impotência, tá ligado? Era tipo no sentido de que, pô, podia jogar mais meia hora, me dava a sensação de que, pô, de que não ia conseguir empatar, tá ligado? Tipo, qualquer coisa que fosse fazer, mano, no jogo, seja substituição, seja se ela continuar jogando, dava a sensação de que não ia conseguir, tá ligado? Why aren't we won one yet, man? I mean, man, I'm trying to find like the post of the Nike, man, which is an interesting thing that we can talk about. Also looking in terms of transfer and all of that. I mean, man, I don't really know if that is 100%. I saw that as well. I saw that. I don't know from who was it, man. I think from Sport, but Sport isn't that trustworthy. If I'm completely honest with you guys. But I saw that, man. I mean, if that is really the case, I don't really know, man. I don't really know what else we can do, man. Because everybody was saying, man, that what was needed was to sign the freaking Nike deal, man. And now that he's signed, it's not enough as well. I mean, even if it's not enough, it shouldn't. I think it shouldn't be far, man. But if that is not the case, man, I mean, I think the league also is making is the hardest that they can make for Barcelona, man, they are making, because I mean, I heard it, man, that the deal is until 2038, man. 2038 worth like 1.8 billion, something like that, man, and it's still not enough, man. But I mean, I think I personally would wait, man, for Laporta to speak about it, man. Probably now in the international break, man. Usually in the international break, Laporta comes up, no, man. He comes up, always speaks, even if it's like only with the local press or something like that, man. So let's see if that is more of a, or even if I know Tebas or something like that, man. More like an official confirmation for that, man. But even if like they say he's in on 101 yet, man, it's just kind of crazy, man. If this club signs Leão, I'd rather stay broke. Well, you don't like Leão or what? I mean, man. Someone said before, no, I think it was Emmanuel or I don't know. Sorry, I don't remember who was it, man. But yeah, man, a player like that. But to be fair, it's not. Don't even think it's a left winger that we need, man. It's more looking in today's game, man. I think it's more like a right winger, man, because not having Lamine, man, I don't know. If you want to put Rafinha on the right, man, but I think Rafinha plays better at the left than the right, at least in this Barca team, man. But yeah, man, is that I think I have to put my hands in behind, man, and say that I was wrong, man, and say sorry to you, Matheus, that you were right, man. Tu tava certo, man. Tu tava certo todo esse tempo, mano. Que realmente, pô, o Barça faz falta aí, mano. Even if it's not to throw the bucket or not. Não é pra jogar o balde fora nem nada disso aí, mano. Mas, I mean, but to be fair, it was kind of obvious, né, man? Because if you don't have like another player, man, in the bench like him, man, it's difficult. I don't think he's worth 100. No, 100 is too much, man. With 100, what else you can sign for 100, man? For 100, you probably can try to sign a Haaland, for example, man. You know? Leão for 67, I would do the deal. Yeah, something like that, man. I mean, I like Leão, man. And I think I have said that before, man. If we have the possibility, man, of signing Leão over thingy, man, over Nico Williams, man, I would go for Leão if I'm completely sure. Eh, I think he's a player that is like a more natural talent, you know, and I think has proven more as well. In front of goal is very good as well. Even if both of them I think are top. Some clouds are turning on Rafinha after this game. I mean, not surprising at all. Whenever there is a bad game and there's what's gonna that happens, you know. But but I mean, I wouldn't give that I wouldn't give that much in that much of importance, man. If I'm completely honest with you guys, if you man, when you lose, there's always gonna be two or three people that thinks that know a lot about football, man. That thinks that are the most expertise about football, saying nonsense, man. So I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't ever want to see for me on the wing again. I mean, on the right, no, on the left. I think he does the job, man. But yeah. Hopefully not, man. I mean, man, is what we said, man. I would probably prefer, man, Paul Victor, man, or even or whom probably even you guys probably are gonna think this is crazy, man. Probably even Ferran, man. Probably even Ferran before Fermi on the right, man. Because at least the guy is a winger, no. I like more Williams because he can play on both wings. That's true as well. But I think Leao overall is the better player, man, in my opinion. What do you guys think, man? If we eventually on January there is the possibility of signing a player or something like that. What do you guys think, man? A left winger or a right winger is more needed, man. I mean, before the start of the season, I personally thought was a right man because of course, was a left. Sorry, because with Lamine on the right, you know that you already have the player that's gonna be playing everything there, man. But seeing now, man, that when you don't have Lamine, man, the team loses on quality that much, man. Right winger, I don't want the amout to play every game. I'm starting to think that as well, man. If I'm completely honest with you, I'm starting to think that as well, because at the end of the day, the guy's 17, man, and what happened can happen. Does it surprise you guys, man? That I mean had like a small injury, man, like a minor injury. Me personally, it doesn't surprise me, man. Even if pisses me off, of course, and well, not pisses me off, frustrates me. That is the right word. But surprise doesn't surprise because one day was going to happen. The guy isn't made with from Iron Man. The Lamine isn't Iron Man, you know, or Superman or made of steel, you know. In January we can sign big players. I mean, think definitely depends on the one in the fair play, man. If the fair play allows it, I think should sign anyone, man. But if it doesn't allow it, but in January it's difficult, man. It's difficult to sign in January because the teams usually don't really let the big players get out of their teams, you know. He played 82 times for Barca already. Well, I mean, 82 games already. Wow, it's kind of. I mean, man, he's only 18 games to get to 100, man. With 17 years old, man. With 17 being 17, man. I mean, it's kind of crazy, to be fair, man. I mean, it's that's outrageous, man. That's kind of outrageous, man. You know, even if the guy is the best player, man, the best player in the team, it is crazy, man. Nah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. I put it here the squad the pitch and the squad, man, so that we can see a little bit what we could see, man, in terms of team, in terms of lineup, man, after international break, man. What you guys would like to see, man? Is it time for Chesney or what, man? I mean today, Iñaki personally, I mean the goal. Don't think he could have done much. There was a pretty good save in the second half. Well, wasn't really his fault, to be fair, man. But I think it's time to see Chesney, man. I mean, now with the international break, man, we'll have more time to train as well. I'm good with Nak as well, man, Mateus. I'm good as well, man. But I mean, it's just I just really wanna I just wanna see Chesney, man, just to see how he is, you know. But I think in the Copa del Rey, when Barca play when does Barca play in the Copa del Rey, man? Because that hasn't come up as well yet, no. But 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 I would like to see that just to see how he is. Looks very slow in training. But I don't really know, man. If you you saw that somewhere or what? I mean, if he isn't playing for some reason will be, you know. But I think it's because Iñaki has kind of done the job. To be fair, man. To be fair with Iñaki, he has. I think he has done more than what we expected, man. In terms of not feeling the pressure, in terms of dealing with the big games. In the big games, he did very well as well. So yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. But definitely in the Copa del Rey, man. In the Copa del Rey, it will be his time, man. But what else, man? I think with Balde still continues in here. Kubarsi and Eagle. I don't know, man. If Araujo comes in, if Araujo comes back in, man, I probably wouldn't rush in and nothing like that. And I don't really think he. I think it's like the same with, for example, with De Jong on the midfield, man, with Gavi, because the players that were already on the team were in such a good level, man. For those that are coming back from injury, they have to be back at their best level, man. Best level possible to get back in the starting 11, you know? I don't think it would be good. Would be like a nice message. Imagine if Araujo comes back and comes back in the next game and he already starts, man. I personally wouldn't think that is a good idea. Even if I agree with you for sure, Mateus. I have said it before. That Araujo for me, if he's 100%, he's the best the best center back that Barca has, man. But I think Inigo and Kubarsi, we shouldn't be measuring because of today's game, you know. Inigo and Kubarsi were in such a high level, man. That I think that Araujo will have to work his to gain his placement. But I think if he's 100%, he's a starter for sure, man. Let's put the best Barca lineup in here, man. In my opinion, you guys' opinion, man. I'm worried about Seneviga for international break. Aspas always turning our nine against us. That's why the team will have to bounce back, no? That's why the team will have to bounce back, man. I mean, man, the best lineup possible, man. If everybody's fit, I mean, Lamine for sure in there. Lamine for sure. Leva for sure. But there are some players that are already undisputed starters, no? Rafinha for sure. Let's put a Raf. Olmo, I think for sure as well. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of surprised, man, that Dani Olmo didn't start in the last two games, man. I don't know, maybe if he wasn't, but against Espanyol he did. So it's kind of curious, to be fair. But it surprised me a bit, man, because even if today he wasn't that good, Dani Olmo, whenever he's on the pitch, man, he plays well, man. Well, whenever he's on the pitch, he gives you something, man. He gives you, I don't know, shots outside from the box, man. Key passes, you know, distribution. He had stomach flu. I heard. Oh, really? Why? I didn't saw that, man. To be fair, no, if that is the case, I mean, well, fair play, man. Then fair play, man. If that is the case, then yeah, GG, GG. Couldn't play it, and that's it. Then I understand. Nah, I didn't saw that, man. Not a big fan of Rinio. He's a good player, but I would sell him, man. I mean, I think he can. In terms of selling all that, I think of course I respect your opinion and all that, but I would more think. I personally would think about that more in the window and that, even if uh, I probably would say that Frankie De Jong's future, man, is more outside from Barca than inside, man. I think he's more out than in, but that is a discussion for the next months, man. No, but what was going to say, man, is that I think Frank De Jong definitely gives you a lot of things in this team. Definitely in terms of keeping up the ball, man. In terms of giving you calmness, pause in the game, as we saw against Madrid, for example, where in my opinion he did a very good game, and against Bayern as well. But I don't know, man. I have a feeling that he does better, man. At least now, man. Coming off from the bench, than starting, man. Which is kind of curious, no? Because a player should be playing well, starting or not starting. But I don't know, man. The games that he did well, he has done well coming off from the bench than when he has started, man. Because it's when the game is a little bit more open up, he can give you a little bit more calmness with the ball, no? Stop the game, no? Try to recover the rhythm in favor of Barcelona. That he has a good box to box, yeah, yeah. And but always together with Casado. For me, he has to be together with Casado, man. As a lone pivot, that don't really work for me, man. And Pedri today definitely didn't have his game. Definitely, probably one of the worst matches from Pedri, man, in a long time. Definitely, definitely the worst one in the season, together with the whole team, for sure. But but I think we can allow him because the guy is very good, man. But but yeah, no, Pedri for sure, man. I think to be fair, it doesn't really isn't that the best team that we have isn't really the best team. It isn't really that different for what we were seeing now, in the sense that I think it's basically it doesn't really change, man. To be fair, the only addition that you could make to the team, and I think is Araujo, man, and maybe Shazi, depending on depending on how he is, man. But other than that, man, I think the team probably would be the same, man. Probably be the same because he's the players that were performing very well, man. Flick saying he doesn't know if Lamine will come after international. I mean, that is probably the worst news, man. That is probably the worst news that we could have had, man. More than the loss, more than the game, that is definitely the worst news because, as we were seeing, man, we're saying, sorry. We have saw today, man, that without Lamine, this team costs a lot, man. Has cost a lot, man. So, I mean, man, let's see, man. Let's see. It's what I said, man. I think it's a little bit less worse, man. It's a little bit less worse that it has happened just before the international break, man. So at least let's say that it's like a 3 week injury, man. He has 2 weeks already to recover in the international break, at least, man. But if he's more than 2 3 weeks, man, it is, well, it is kind of worrying, man. It's the worst news, man. It's the worst news that they could have, it could have came out for sure, man. I mean, it's just like that, no, man. What probably tomorrow, no, probably tomorrow will be coming up. How do you say, man? Like uh communicate communication from the club, you know, or like a statement from the club saying if the injury is bad or not. No, to because when it came up today, man, before the game, that Lamine wasn't available, but wasn't even the bench. I was already thinking, man. I mean, it could be worse than what we thought. To be fair, it's looking like that way, man. Sorry. It's looking that way, man. We'll miss now Lamine Yamal. Don't know if he'll return after the international break, man. Man. We have asking for him to not travel to the national team. I mean, if they are thinking, man, of bringing him, just let's get off, man. Let's get off. Não. se estão pensando, mano, só pensando em levar ele, pode deixar que eu vou lá, mano, e impeço que ele vai, mano. I miss the game, or Barca bad or unlucky, man. I mean, there was one play, Nick. There was a possible there was a disallowed goal from Barca, man, that it should be allowed. You probably had seen on Twitter, man, the goal from Leva, that we have seen a lot of images in here, man, and there wasn't really anyone, man, that he convinces us that there was offside. But other than that, but no, Barca didn't play well today, man. If we are completely honest, man, and realistic and objective at the end of the day, it wasn't a good game, man. Bad with the ball, bad off it. I mean, Real Sociedad pressing, it really complicated Barca, to be fair, man. Barca wasn't really able to get out of it. A lot of misplayed passes, man. It was the worst game of the season, basically, man. But the offside is this one, man. I mean, you can look by yourself, man. I think it is this image, because this feet. If this is Leva feet, okay, but this isn't Leva feet, man. Or foot, sorry. Is the Real Sociedad player foot, man. So it should have been offside. It should have been offside for sure, man. It should have been a goal, and then it was 0-0. It was 0-0 as well. So Barca would have started winning, which, I mean, we weren't really playing that well before, until that, but could have been completely different game, and at least 1 point. No, man, as you said it before, man. At least 1 point is better than nothing, man. But I mean, man, to be fair, it's a bad day on the office, man. Bad day on the office. Everything that could have went bad, and that's it, man. And now let's see, man. Let's see what will happen after international break, man. If Lamine really does have more than just a knockout, man, it is quite concerning, because we have saw how it's difficult to play without him, man. But until then, let's see what's gonna be happening, man. One thing I learned: doesn't matter if a team is in bad moment, they will give life when play against play against us. No, I don't know why that always happens, no, man. When teams are bad, they play against Barca, they just transform themselves, no. And against Madrid, just completely opposite. No, for example, Osasuna, man. Osasuna was in a great moment. Came yesterday against Madrid and pam, no? 4-0, né? 4-0 por frente e por trás, não? E quando os times, quando estão em maus momentos, jogam contra o Barça, se transformam. No, it's just absolutely crazy, no, man. It's just absolutely crazy. That's why Barca has to always score 5-6 goals, man. So that doesn't happen, man. I mean, who is the next game? Against Celta, no? Let's give a look in the calendar, man. Let's see Celta how they are, man. Let me close a little bit these pages, man. Let me see Celta Vigo, man. Where they are. Another goal from Vitor Roque. Vitor Roque, watch out, eh? The man has been found in some form, eh? 11th. Well, Real Sociedad was 11th before the weekend started as well, and now they are 8th. So I mean, Celta is doing good. We have Celta away, not an easy match, not an easy match at all. Brest at home in the Champions. Well, we have talked a little bit during the week, no? I mean, Best is what in the top 4, top 5 in the league, which in the Champions, which is kind of crazy, but definitely a game to win for sure. After that, Las Palmas at home, a game to win for sure. Mallorca away. Mallorca and look, Las Palmas 16th, Mallorca 9th. Well, Mallorca is not that bad. But Mallorca I thought it was worse, to be fair. Mallorca thought it was worse. Then after that, Borussia Leganés and Atletico. I mean, Celta is not an easy match, and Betis away. No, let's look at the next four. But the next four, the only half difficult game is Celta, man. The other ones are not that difficult, man. I saw Celta v Betis today. By the way, Rocky scored. No, exactly what I was saying. No, another goal from Vitor Roque, man. Nah, he is finding some form, man. I mean, I'm happy with that, man, because one way or another, man, is good for Barca, man, because if he comes back with more confidence, man, with more in a better way he was before, and if he eventually gets sold, Barca gets some money. But you guys can confirm me if I'm not wrong. Does Betis has an option to extend his loan for another year? Am I crazy, or is that the case? I think that is the case. No, reminds me of Barca and Intercepting, that won the cup if they scored one goal. I mean, you always there's always a moment that it happens. That, to be fair, no. Let me see the stats from Vitor Roque, man. It interesting me, man. No, Roque Vitor, man. I don't know the terms exactly. Yeah, it might be in terms of matches or something like that. But I have the feeling that it exists. But I think Barca can decide it. Maybe, I don't know. I will try to discover in another moment. But it sounds to me that maybe that could be the case. But yeah, man, 10 matches on the league, man, 3 goals, and also the other day, well, it's already more than Barca. Look, has scored more than what he has done at Barca as Barca. But to be fair, Bob, he has been playing more as well. So it isn't really that surprising, man, because he has been playing more. He has been playing many more minutes, to be fair. So it's normal, man. More confidence, more, I don't know, man, more playing time. But it's normal, man. It's normal. But it's what I said. I'm happy. I think it's good for Barca, man. It's good for Barca that it happens, because one way or another, man, Barca wins, man. Barca wins. If he comes back in better shape of form than he was before. If he doesn't come back, Barca gets, well, if we sell him, of course, no? Get some money, which definitely is gonna be good news, no. Whatever happens, I'm happy for him. I'm too, man. I'm too, because I think he suffered a lot, man. At Barca, suffered a lot with the not playing, with critics and all that. And I think every player deserves, man, every player deserves to have their chances, no, man. They deserve their chance to found themselves with football, with form, of course, no. So yeah, man. I'm happy as well for him, man. I mean, lads, is there anything else, man, that you guys would like to ask me, man, before we go to the player ratings, man? Uh, because if you don't, I think we could go rightly before rightly afterwards, man. Because why here? Because today, well, personally don't really have anything else, man. But if you guys want have any other questions, something like that, we can discuss. But I think it's probably gonna be a shorter stream, and not necessarily because of the game. No, just because by I'm kind of starving, man. E você não vê link aí, mano? Que link exatamente, mano? Tu diz no sentido de uma se tu me mandar um link no chat pra eu ver, não. Cara, deveria poder, mano. Se eu sou completamente sincero. Não, se é isso, I mean, tu mandou algo, mano. Aqui eu particularmente não vejo, mano. Mas tenta mandar aí, mano. Tenta mandar aí e se aparecer a gente vê, mano. Mas não. De momento nada, mano. Não sei se, pô. Se o YouTube, nesse caso, é diferente da Twitch, por exemplo, mano. Não apareceu o tweet do Fabrício Romano sobre o rock, mano. Não, mas pode deixar que eu tento achar, que eu procuro, mano. Não tem problema, mano. Aí já que a gente tava. As we were talking about Vitor Roque, no, man. As we were talking about Vitor Roque, I think it's interesting, man. It's interesting to see, man. Let me see, Fabrizio, man. Fabrizio Romano. Mas é isso, opção de segundo ano de empréstimo. Ah, tem isso aí. Só. Ah, mas é como um tweet antigo, não? É como um tweet antigo. Não, mas eu posso pesquisar aqui, mano. I can research it, né? Não, mas eu tinha bom, isso na cabeça, mano. Não sei. Essa lembrança, mano. Que possivelmente tinha essa opção, mano. Let me see, man. Let me see. There's something here, man. No. No. Okay, here. Oh, 2023, man. 2023, man. No, man. Here. Look. Here. Esse é o tweet que tu tava falando, não? Look, initial loan until 2025. 1 more year loan as an option. Full salary covered by Real Betis. There will be a buy option for Betis. Betis have some clause. So there is a one year loan option, and there is a buy option as well. There is both of them, but here doesn't really say, no. Doesn't really say what exactly has to happen. What exactly has to happen so that the loan option becomes active, no? That is the only doubt, no? That the option don't really know why exactly has to happen so that becomes that becomes active, no? That is the only doubt, no? But yeah, man. I mean, as we said, man. Good that he has found he has found his form, man. Let's do the ratings, man. Audio is bad. It is. Sorry, man. Let me here. Well, to be fair, it's kind of on top already, man. It's a little bit better now. Yo. I'm kind of close to the mic. For me, it's good. But maybe it's your computer. I use, man. Let me give you a look in my. Yeah, it should be fine. It's better now. Okay. But maybe there was just a moment that I wasn't close enough or something like that. But yeah, let's go, man. I mean, I think it's gonna be very straightforward though. Those ratings, man. Iñaki, I think we can give a 6, man. Easy, straight 6, man. Because at the end of the day, the goal wasn't really his fault, man. And other than that, but even if getting out of his box today was a little bit shaky, you know. Well, was a little bit shaky. To be fair, I think I'm gonna be giving a little bit less. A 5.5, man. A 5.5, I think is good enough, man. But good enough. No, not good, but it is deserved, man. Didn't I save? No, there was this good save in the second half, but other than that, there was sometimes that was getting out of the box. Not that well, to be fair. Kunde too, but I think that is. I mean, it was the worst game from Kunde in a long time, man. If we are honest, it was definitely the worst game from Kunde in quite a long time, and was getting cut off very easily. Yeah, I don't remember who was the left winger, man. I mean, or Sabo or the guy that scored the goal, no, Becker from Real Sociedad, man. I think that 2 is quite exaggerated, man. But a 4, I think a 4 or a 4, no, 4 3.8, something like that, no. Is I think is good enough. Is enough for him, man. I think only Iñaki and Kubarsi did a normal game. I agree with that, man. I agree. Kubarsi, I would give a 6, man, and probably would be the highest score, man, or by a little bit more, maybe 6.6. Wow, bro. But yeah, the only one, man. The only one that at least in terms of his job, in the pitch, man, he did. I think he did what he could do, man. He did what he could do, and I think defended well, man. Was how can I say, man? Was kind of safe in the game, but couldn't do that much, man. Our MVP, yeah, probably, man. Probably. Inigo's good again. You like Inigo's game, man. I mean, of course, didn't commit any mistake that led to a goal, man. But I think it wasn't that good of a game from him as well, I mean. To get to the same as Kunde, man. I mean, a lot of players, man. A lot of players today didn't probably had their worst games, man. Kunde, Inigo, Pedro as well. I would give a 5, man. A 5 from Inigo, man. A lot of misplaced passes, man. A lot of misplaced passes. Was a little bit, how is the word, man? Not shaky, but he made a good tackle to prevent us from going down to 2-0. But now I don't really remember. At this exact moment, I don't really remember that, man. But I'm gonna be giving you the benefit of the doubt, man, and give you a 5.7, man. 5.7, a little bit more, man. Yeah, no, he didn't commit any like crazy mistake, but I remember, man, some misplaced passes, man, some off position moments, you know. But as we said, the whole stream, no, man. Everyone is allowed to have a bad day in the office, no. But Balde, more of the same, no, man. Was getting a little bit, was having opportunities to go in the touchline, but wasn't that good, to be fair, man. The crosses weren't good. The passes, man, the 1v1s, not that good either. Defensively, Kubo was having the best of him. Kunde was Kunde no Kubo no Kubo was being able to get in the 1v1s, to get in the 1v1s with Balde, man. E olha o tanto de duelo ganho, a ver? Pô, pior, deixa eu ver. E 10 e 14, pô, coisa errada, né? 10 out of 14 one deuce to, I mean that is quite good, man. That is more than than what it looked like, man. We need Davis and Balde, but that would definitely be the dream, man. But that is very difficult, man. That is definitely very difficult because I don't know if Davis is how realistic how realistic is to sign Davis. To be fair, man, I think in terms of wages and all that, probably be difficult, man. I mean, Casado, man, Casado definitely wasn't the worst of the team, but probably not the best, man. I think a 5.7, no, or a 6, no, a 6 for him, man. I mean, I think he was at least in the midfield was distributing the ball. I think misplayed some passes sometimes, but at least was trying to give his control, no, was trying to give his control in the midfield in the midfield, and very bad today. I mean, the whole team, man. The whole team, man. The whole team. Let's put a 5. But worse than De Jong, for example. Worse than but no, I think it's more fair. Casado a 5 and De Jong and probably De Jong a 6. But the first half from De Jong for me wasn't that bad. 5 is fine, no. But a little bit more. 6, 6. The first half from De Jong wasn't that bad. For example, the goal that was disallowed was his shot, no, and with the ball was getting a nice position as well. So, I mean, considering there was a bad game, man, he did what he could, man. Caçador errou muitas bolas e passes que normalmente não é. Não, mas é justamente isso, mano. É o que, pô, que eu vim te dizendo, pô. Literalmente todo mundo, tipo, grande parte dos jogadores tiveram a pior partida deles, mano, nessa temporada, tá ligado? Caçador, Pedri, tá ligado? Errando passes assim que, pô, que eu praticamente nunca tinha visto errar, mano. Até posicionamentos, tá ligado? Por isso que eu te digo, mano, que foi uma partida muito ruim de modo geral, assim, tá ligado? Por isso que em muitos momentos até eu tava bastante puto, mano, assim, no jogo e tal, tá ligado? Porque, pô, eu vi coisas que, pô, até agora eu não tinha visto, tá ligado? Tava muito sem noção de espaço, tinha bastante gente ao redor também, não? Pedro for me, man, even if it hurts, man, but probably a 4.5, man. And being atypical game, exactly, man, exactly. I think that is the best way to put it up, man. A game that everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. I think a 4.5 for Pedro is in good size. Today bad Pedro, man. But we allow, man. We allow because the guy's very good, man. And that's exactly why we are criticizing him because we know that he's very good and that he didn't play at the level that he can, man. But we allow. But me personally, man, I allow, man. I allow him to have a bad game because I know he's very good. But Rafinha and Leva, but let's go by more of the same, man. Didn't foul himself in the game, man. I mean, didn't have that much space, man. When he came to the right, man, try to do, but I mean, was Rafinha 3. But now that you were saying that, man, I personally am remembering some very bad moments for him. I mean, man, if we gave Pedri a 4.5, but Rafinha was worse than Pedri, man. No, I agree, man. I agree because I wasn't really remember the bad moments, but now I remember. But there was one that he tripped himself with the ball and then touch with the hand, man. It was kind of funny some moments, man. If I'm completely honest, man. For me too, Rafinha's a ghost, yeah, and Leva as well, man. Leva already gonna be giving a 4, man. If you guys agree, because well, maybe a little bit more, man. But Leva as well didn't show up to the game, man. Didn't show up to the game today. Fermin 2. Fermin the worst. You think? Leva 3.5. That's fair. That's fair. Fermin the worst in the pitch, man. Worse than Rafinha, Koundé. I mean, yeah, in the right, man, didn't fall himself. Leva 7 scored a legal goal. Nah, I didn't count. No, then a 4, 4.2. 4.2, man, to be a little bit generous, man. But the goal didn't count. Now, out of from that, but you convinced me to give a 4.5, man. But more than that, I cannot give you, man, because of course it's not his fault that the goal was disallowed. Of course not, but it wasn't counted, man. So the results is a 1-0 against Barca, man. I mean, for me, man, yeah, at 3, man, a 3. Standard 3, man. Nah, bad game, man. Bad game. Hopefully we don't see him again in the right wing, man. In the left wing, man, I think he's not that bad, as we saw in the game against Red Star, for example. But today, in the right, man, he doesn't. If you are, man, a right-footed in the right wing, man, you have to have at least a little bit of a 1v1, man, to play, and it's not his role, man. That is not what he does best, man. Rafinha and Leva, they are rollers. We expected that they to call the responsibility. That's a good point. That is a good point for sure. But in this game, I personally think it's. I understand what you say, and probably kind of agree, but I think today is more in a collective problem, you know? Mais problema coletivo, tá ligado? Mais problema que não, nada deu certo, mano, e prejudicou todos os jogadores, tá ligado? Todos, mano. And Flick, no, man, a Flick, what, a 5, man. The lineup, man, without Lamine, don't really know if he could have done that much more than what he did. I mean, did the sub that I personally wanted him to make, that to put Dani Olmo instead of Frankie, man. And all did that, but the team lost in the game and didn't play well, man. So a 5. But Flick has a lot of credit, of course, man. Has a lot of credit and a lot of merit on this team still, no? Sorry. That's why I'm always telling you, Lamine is our best player because he's like Neymar, always touching the ball, a player of high influence. Nah, today is the biggest example for that, man. Today is definitely the game that we have seen the most, man. The most that Lamine really is the best player from Barca, because he didn't play it, and Barca lost a lot, man. But when I say a lot, I say a lot. So yeah, man. But I mean, let's see, man. Let's see. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's just like the feelings today weren't that good. But tomorrow another day, man, and he isn't that bad as he looks, man. Because if we lose Lamine for a month, for example, it's probably the worst, man. The worst thing it can happen, man. I still say it's just a bad game, man. I think I think that is that as well, man. Because for example, the Osasuna as well, man. Osasuna also was a bad day in the office, and after that we step up, man. After the game against Monaco, also we gave the answer. So it's what I'm saying. No reason to panic or nothing like that, man. But of course we can comment and we can analyze what went wrong for sure. Uma vez o Busquets disse que o Messi tinha que tocar na bola toda hora, porque ele é o melhor do time. Messi normal, né? Jogadores com influência de jogo. Lamine é esse tipo. Nem Mbappé assim, sim, não, eu concordo, mano. É aquele tipo de jogador, mano, que é tão influente que o próprio time sabe, tá ligado? O próprio time sabe o quão influente que o jogador é, que quando ele não tá, o time sente, tá ligado? Porque tu tá ligado, mano? Quando, pô, o Lamine tá, pô, muitas vezes os jogadores se buscam bastante o Lamine, tá ligado? Buscam bastante, pô, tentam fazer jogadas bastante do Lamine, mas sem ele, no fim das contas, condiciona bastante, tá ligado? Man, okay, man. Okay. Visca Barca until next time, guys. No, that's it. That's gonna be it for today, man. I'm kind of tired, man. I don't know. Kind of a sneeze, man, and wanna have my dinner, man. But that's it, man. Visca Barca, Visca Catalunya, man. I think we can let this one pass off, and hopefully the next one, the next live in 2 weeks time, it's gonna be better. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned on the Barca Bus channel because probably there will be podcasts. There will be a lot of things, man, during the week. But that's it, man. Good week for you guys, and see you in the next one. Visca.